Hello dear friends, in this video we are going to discuss a famous poem by Nissim Ezekiel, 𝚑𝚘𝚅. 𝚑𝚘𝚅 is composed by Nissim Ezekiel, Indian English poet, dramatist, editor as well as an art critic. In this poem, the speaker recalls an event in which he found a worm on the ground after it had rained. This poem expresses a wish to return to the animalistic. The speaker demonstrates a wish to escape society and understand himself and his motives. The two major themes of this poem are self-knowledge and self-awareness. The poem begins, I saw a worm the other day after rain crawling with astounding strength directed by an inner eye towards a drier place. It moved so straight, O God, to think that I, by such absurd and devious routes, should reach my destination. Is there anywhere a worm blinder than I have been proved so monstrously incapable of being just itself, enduring rain, moving on, secure in dust and ingrained vitality, strategic as a worm and therefore free? The poem opens with the speaker seeing a worm crawling after rain with amazing strength, directed by an inner eye towards a drier place. The worm's straight route makes the speaker jealous and realize how different he is from it. He can use only absurd, devious routes to reach his destination. Is there anywhere a worm blinder than he? While the speaker realizes that he is a worm who pretends that he is not one and ventures to advise others on the ways and means of succeeding. The poem continues, then in bitterness I crushed the worm, sadly determined not to honor more its easy mocking victory, so now it's dead. Pretty worm, where is your strength? The God who made you to be wiser than the cunning subtleties within my brain shall know by this anger of a man. Only in anger can I emulate the worm's directness. I have killed the worm. Later, the speaker kills the worm and stops its easy mocking victories. The speaker asks the worm's strength after death. Further, he mentions that the creator, the God who has created the worm, is aware of the cunning nature and the anger of a man. The speaker accepts that he can surpass the worm's directness only in anger, hence, he has killed the worm. Apart from the theme of self-awareness and self-knowledge, there is also theme conflict between nature and man. Nissim Ezekiel usually shows man and the objects of nature causing harm to each other. In this poem, there is a conflict between nature and man. Here, the man kills the worm and reports the fact. Further, he has more trust in the follies of common men than in the wisdom of the uncommon man. The poet's persona gets inspired by the way of this tiny creature, but in the complexity of the modern world, the persona finds it difficult to follow that path. To conclude, this poem expresses a wish to return to the animalistic. The speaker demonstrates a wish to escape society and understand himself and his own motives. Because self-knowledge is such an important theme throughout Nissim Ezekiel's poetry, it is interesting that the speaker is so astutely aware of his own folly in this poem. In a way, the speaker uses his encounter with the worm as a momentary lapse in rational behavior or understanding. Because of this, he can understand and relate his senseless decision to kill the worm completely. Dear friends, thank you so much for watching this video. You can reach me at mukeshenglish@gmail.com. Please do subscribe the channel and comment. Thank you once again.